Ah, Florin. Question: why is Bismarck tier 8? As far as I know, as the flagship of Germany in World War II, Yamato is tier 10, which I'm not mistaken was flagship of Japan. Yes, that is true. Oh, look at that. That's gonna be fun. Toke 14, let's send you a message again. I love the chat already. Confusing you guys to sync dropping. Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with flagship status. I think it has more to deal with what was expected out of the ship. I mean, Bismarck was a powerful ship, of course. But compared to the Yamato, there really wasn't a lot of comparison there. The Yamato, more displacement, 18.1-inch guns compared to the Bismarck's, what, 15-inch guns, I think they were. So right then and there, there's a big difference in firepower. That being said, I think what Wargaming did was when they designed the game originally, they wanted, of course, to have ships at different lines. And they said, we're going to make the Yamato the most powerful ship in the game, and everything else is going to be based off of the Yamato. So they did that. And then they tried to scale everything down based off of that. And that's where they put Bismarck. That's why they put Bismarck and Tirpitz at tier 8, because they thought they're still pretty powerful battleships, just not on the same power level as the Yamato. Iowa at tier 9 is something else that, is debated too, right? So here's the Colbert, by the way. And yes, and then they added Shikishima, and now they're adding Satsuma, is it called? The Super Yamato, and all that other stuff. So, cheers. What? He's now sitting outside of the doorway, just staring at me. He wants me to come out and play with him. Ah, yes, Thundummer. I never heard that before. Incomparable. I have no idea about that ship that you're speaking of.
The British battle cruiser.
I'm joking. Because she's in testing, and therefore NDA.
Yeah.
So I can say she exists, and she floats, and she sinks. I can direct you guys to the dev blog. I can show you pictures of her in port, but that's about it. Florin, you're welcome.
No opinion yet.
Yeah, I think Wargaming in general did a decent job of placing ships in tiers and stuff like that, so. Okay, time for you to go and burn down aged beef. I mean... Now you're holding your fire, which is good because, oh look, a Shimakaze. Kill, 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 die, die, die. It's Senegal! It's Senegal, I know that player. I should message him and tell him that he was in a replay I covered. Hey! Caterfract82, thanks very much for the follow. Oh look, Smolensk, it's the battle of the spammy ships. Also imagine a tier 10 battleship with like 68 hit points. 68,000, yeah. Oh, there are some ships that I think they tiered wrongly, but it's a game. Wargaming can do what they want with their game. Uh-oh, he's approaching. The Stevie approacheth. Yeah, hit points are loosely based on displacement. That's correct. Yeah, Odin is tier 8, yes. So, maximum range, being lazy. Now, Colbert was one of the first research bureau ships. So you can buy this ship by earning enough research tokens by resetting tech tree lines. Once you've got, 4 tech tree lines ground up to 4 tier 10s unlocked or something like that. So you can reset the line and regrind for points. Once every 3 months, you can get a double bonus. It's 5. Thank you, Aaron. So you can, you know, for example, tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow, I will most likely be resetting the Haragumo line. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to wait until, because the patch on Wednesday brings in the special snowflakes, right, for Steel and Santa.
And Nakamov.
Oh, we got that thing. So I'm going to hold off on resetting any of the lines until I finish doing those in co-op first, getting the wins out of them, and then I'll do resets. That won't be a problem. You have enough free XP to get a free reset. There you go. Personally, I wouldn't use it for that. I'll use free XP to get myself maybe to tier 7 or 8. And then I'll grind out the 8, 9, at least of that ship line. Sometimes I'll grind the 7 out because I can just do it in operations. Like if Nare comes up at tier 7, easy, GG. And hell, I might even get cheap and keep the tier 6 for that purpose too. Do the Hatsuharu in regular operations, and then do the what's it called? Shiratsuyu. Yeah, exactly. Don't waste the free XP. Now, you could use free XP on parts of ship lines, right? Like the extra hull, for example, is generally a good idea to research the updated hull. Extra gun range isn't as important as torpedoes or engines or something like that. So you can definitely use the free XP for that, and then just grind up the rest of the ship line naturally by playing the game. Snowflakes start I thought they start with the next patch, with 10.10, don't they? I could be wrong. Yak Diego, right. The only reason I collect free XP is to use on resets because I just don't want to regrind. Well, hey, that's okay. Oh my goodness. Crimson, you almost... Oh, there it is. You jinxed him. You jinxed him right there. Luke. Sky Luke Walker. That's a fun name. Everything is nice and good on stream, but in reality my team always gets defeated by a huge difference. These are replays that have been submitted to me. So, most of the time they're going to be wins because most people will send wins to me. But I did cover a couple losses today, so that was kind of helpful. Not very long to wait and see if next patch introduces snowflakes. Right, exactly, Obnoxious. So I'm going to wait until the patch, and then if it does, then fine. I'll do my Japanese gunboat destroyers in co-op, and then I'll reset the line. If not, honestly, I will probably still wait, because if it's just another month, I can wait another month, and then I can do the reset. It's not a problem. There's no rush to finish line. You don't have to do it in a certain amount of time. Now you remember why you hate Research Bureau because of the legendary mods? You don't have to buy them. Matter of fact, in my video on that, I recommended that people don't buy most of them, right? You buy the ships first, like the Ohio or the Colbert, and then you pick up other ships. As a matter of fact, go to my YouTube page. Here. In chat, I'm going to post the link. That's my link to what to do with Research Bureau in terms of your research points, where to spend your points, all that good stuff. Aaron, it is lazy, but it's an attempt to get players to want to redo it, and I guarantee it's better than the original plan. Aaron, the original plan was that every time you reset a ship line, you unlocked a permanent buff for your ship. Let that sink in for a minute. You would nice witherer. You'd unlock faster reload. You would unlock, quicker DCP, etc., etc., etc. And they said it was all small, incremental. But all of us at the CC Summit were like, Wargaming, you are smoking something really big here. Stop it. And we all told them it's the stupidest idea ever. And they didn't listen to us, so they went out with it anyways. And then we started releasing videos and content on it, and the community was really pissed off about it. And Wargaming said, okay, we won't do it. It was flat out pay to win. It was flat out reset to win. right? And of course, pay if you convert to free XP and stuff. You could do that. Hi, what do you want? He's right next to me. Once again, down on points by a lot. You don't have the middle cap or the inner cap, and you're down. You're down on hit points now. Yeah, you could do it for free. I mean, the idea was a noble one. I really did agree with the idea, right? To encourage players to revisit ships that they just don't play anymore, right? Like, retry out your tier 5 that maybe the first time you hated it, but now that you've learned the game more, you actually enjoy playing it because you understand certain mechanics better. That's great, you know? I don't think that there's any problem with that. I think it's just the execution with what they did as a result. And of course, they invested so much time and effort and resources into developing what they called at the time, I think it was called the Naval Training Center or something like that, into, they had to convert it to something that's useful, and that's where Research Bureau came from. So. Hey, Crimson. People with money end up with a huge advantage. That's true. Or people with a lot of free XP end up with a big advantage. But, I mean, quite frankly, having those permanent buffs was a huge problem. And it absolutely would have been pay to win at that point. Or at the very least, grind to win, right? And we kept telling them, like, even incremental, like, it turns into... You have to have it. Like, imagine COTS without a 21-point commander in the international finals. Like, there's just no way that you're going to be able to make that work. Like you can't have people with 21 points, and then you can't have other people with 19, 18, 17 points. It's not fair in a sense. People have to get the top to feel at least like they're competing. The reality is you probably don't need a 21-point captain to do well in COTS, but, it helps, right? Yeah, the buffs are different, right? Now, research tokens, points, whatever, even the unique upgrade modules, I don't really consider many of them to be, like, OP or special, so... Flint 007, congratulations, Flint. If you are here, you have won. Thank you for 2 years of following this channel, my dude. And Kerensky, hello. How are you doing, sir? Good to see you. It's never a bad thing to use all the commander skill points. That is true. It's a bad thing if you use them wrong, I guess. Doing okay? All right. Glad to hear it's okay. I wish it would be better, but that's okay. I'm also doing okay. Got an hour left in the stream. I'm starting to get a headache. My contacts are getting dry. After this is done, I might go up in the attic and install a new antenna. Gotta take a shower, eat dinner, spend time with the wife. A lot of stuff going on. Daughter's wedding on Friday, dude! Congratulations! That's awesome! I'm sure you're so excited. I'm sure you're nervous too. New giveaway going. Exclamation point ticket gets you in. Congratulations, Kerensky. That's awesome. Crimson? No comment. Work is kicking your butt, yeah. That Montana, by the way, just got wrecked. So that was awesome to see. I don't know what wrecked it necessarily. We've been talking so much, I haven't paid attention to the game. Apologies for that. But now you've got 2 battleships that are pretty healthy. So rip your mouse. There goes your Golden Lion. Now you do have your Immelman that's still alive. And I like how you're using the island to shoot over it for free. The other thing is you got to keep an eye on the repub. You want to make sure that he can't... If he comes through here and spots you, that's really bad for both battleships. They can shoot, you know, from both angles. So I like the decision to stop shooting here. This is good. And then you shot. That's bad. Because now look what happened. Now look at what you've done. You've got a repub shooting you. You've got an island in front of you that you could possibly beach on. And you went out of water. You kept shooting. You could have actually held your fire there. 182k is dirty. Yeah, he's not done yet, though. It's like Willie Mays. But I'm not done yet. Time to heal. You could hear the Shiki shooting. 18-inch shells coming up your butt. And they all missed. What about the repub? Repub's behind the island. He can't help. Are you going to survive this? You're going to survive this. You're going to survive this. 200k is dirtiest. You're going to survive this. This is ridiculous. Or the 20-inch shells. Thank you. Yes, you're right. Doesn't matter how big they are if they miss, right? Unbelievable. This is just dirty. Alright. Repub now has a shot on you, but I think he's focused on the curve first. I think he's focused on the curve first. Rimley69, thank you for the follow, and Stevie has decided that I am boring, and he's going back to his bed. 215,000 damage. That Republic, by the way, using the Grimlock camo from Transformers. Her first, unable to ram. 3 minutes left in the game. Now, crap, I wanted to show you guys something. Alright, I paused it. I want to show you guys this. If you didn't know already, you've got, of course, Grimlock manning the turret. He just died, so he moved. But then inside the turret, too, I don't know if you guys ever saw this or not. There's other Transformers that are actually operating the turret. Is that cool or what? Is that cool or what? I bet many of you never even knew that was a thing. Stevie isn't wrong. Thanks, Crimson. Now, we might not see this, but when the ship dies, the Transformer actually shoots up into the sky and goes up like that. Like you see his spark basically flying back to Cybertron. So let's see if we can see that before the game ends, because it technically ends now. Let's put the sun on the other side here. Let's see if we can see it. No, we can't. But if that wasn't the last ship in the game, we would have seen that spark fly up. So that's kind of neat.